Hey, how you doing? Hey, I got a soft bait making kit from my mom. Hi, mom. So, I love making these things. It's a lot of fun. So I've been experimenting with some stuff, and I wanted to show you how I'm doing it. So here we go. I just want to do a quick rundown of the stuff that I'm using here. Okay, so this is the main ingredient. This is plastisol. Okay, all you really need for this is this stuff, some to color with, some glitter, some stink perhaps. This stuff I think stinks of garlic or onion. Garlic and onions are, I don't know. That's some vegetable oil. That's a butter knife to stir everything with. This is a plunger that goes down in the mold. We'll get to that later. These little brackets to hold the mold together. This is some old plastisol that I made. I'm gonna tell you the great stuff about this. The great thing about this stuff. This is some glow in the dark paint. This oil-based paint. We'll get to that later. Everything is oil-based. Has to be oil-based. Okay. Oh, this crap out of the way here. This is L-alanine. Okay. This is an amino acid that your body makes, but the fish love this stuff. So I got some little capsules of that we're gonna dump in there too. So let's get started. So, plastisol. This stuff's real easy to use. You gotta shake it out really good first. So, all this stuff we've done with your microwave and everything you see here. And you don't even need the color really. So this kit came with blood red and watermelon. That's what these two colors are. And it came with this stink. And I'm gonna buy some more. So because they come in different. Oh, that stuff. Really? Okay, so I'm gonna make a little tiny bit, and I'm just gonna pick I wanted to do purple. So, but what I'm just going to do, actually, yeah, I'm going to start from scratch here. So I'm going to do just a quarter cup, not very much. So I'm just going to do these worms here, probably a little less than a quarter cup. So what I got to do is I'm going to pop this. This is no good like this. So I got to heat it up. The directions say 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in European units, but I'm going to hit this and I'll let it microwave down for a minute. So hang on a sec. So okay, so what the directions say is you microwave this down on high for a minute. Okay, pull it on out of here, and just in case. Oh, this is a Pyrex. This came with it too. This is just a Pyrex measuring cup. So we're gonna stick my knife in here. Give this a good stir. You want this stuff to be really viscous. Okay, so it's so the first time I pull this stuff out, the first time I pull this stuff out, I add all of my ingredients. So here we go. I'm going to put in this, I'm just going to tap in just a little bit of glitter. You know what I mean? Just it's glitter. It's what do you want to know about glitter? So, and I wanted to do purple. So here's the purple one right here. I'm going to start with a couple of little drops of this. And that stuff comes out really sticky. I'm going to add the alanine, a couple of things of alanine to it. You can get alanine at the grocery store or at your vitamin shop or whatever. You get on Amazon. You get it on all these places. So there's alanine. I like the alanine, and it's all over the catfish episode. Got that. I'm gonna put in a little bit of stink too, dude. Because why not? Oh, geez, that's too much. Oh, well, I guess you can't have too much stink. So I'm gonna stir all this together, and it's gonna stick to the sides a little bit. It's okay. Look at that turn purple like that. So I'm gonna stir this up a bit. It's still pretty warm, but it's not warm enough to go into this mold here. So I'm gonna let this sit for just a. Oh. And let's make this. Hey, let's make it glow in the dark, dude. Let's make it glow in the dark. Now, this is what. So this is just white glow in the dark paint. It's not purple glow in the dark paint. It's just white. Okay, so it's just gonna glow the normal green. Okay, so I just put a little glob in there. It'll disperse out pretty well, and it'll glow in the dark nicely. And this won't really incorporate until this is really hot. The rest of this crap won't really incorporate in here until it's really hot because like I said, everything's oil based, so you gotta get it good and warm. Now, let's talk about these molds here. Let's talk about these molds. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this back in the microwave for, you know, it's in increments of 20 seconds. So I'm going to do that in just a second. So what I did was took some paper towels and I wiped these out. Okay, cleaned them out. I cleaned out the old gunk from them. Now I'm going to put them together like this. Oh, I'm sorry, I stepped ahead. Got ahead of myself. Sorry. Got ahead of myself. First, after you clean them, what you want to do is, this is vegetable oil right here. That's a paintbrush. And I'm going to get these good and greased up here. So, because I don't want the, you don't want to stick. So, it's just like any other cooking thing. Grease these up real good so it doesn't stick. Okay. Then I'm going to set that aside. So I'm going to put these together. Hopefully there's none of Norman's hair in there. All right, I don't know what that was, but it doesn't matter. So I put them together like this. Actually, this way's up, and I'm gonna put these are little, I don't know, they're little, there's just little bracket things to hold the mold together tightly for when you pour in the plastisol. So, all right, so that's all ready. Okay, so next thing, I'm gonna put this back in the micro. For another, I'm gonna say that's supposed to do just 20 seconds at a time. I might do a little bit more than that. So, while that's doing that, so it has to come out. It's got to come out good and liquidy. All right. So what's going to happen is I'm going to pull it out of there and I'm going to put it into this little hopper right here, and then I'm going to take this little plunger right here. I'm going to push it down in there like that. It's going to push it all into the thing. Then I'm going to pull it up right like this. Hopefully I won't screw up the video, and we'll let the bubbles come out. Okay. Adjust this here. There we go. Right, so I'm gonna go along. Whatever. All right. So what's up? Well, it's still not quite as liquidy as I was hoping it would be. So that's still not quite liquidy enough. It's got to be good and runny. So I'm gonna put it back in there for a little bit longer. Purple's nice. I might add a couple more colors or a couple more drops because I like that to be. I want it to be darker. I like it to be dark. I don't know if that helps or not. That's the way I want it. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so that's about 10 seconds. A couple more. I'm gonna drop a purple in there. Good enough. Good. All right, put this down here. Now this plastisol comes out everything real easy. However, the coloring will likely not, so be careful with that stuff. All right, so that's almost, it's pretty runny. It's just I want it to get good and incorporated. See how I'm spinning this around fast. Probably gonna make some bubbles, collateral damage, but it's getting good and runny. I'm gonna put it back in. We've got about 18 seconds. I'll put it back in for the last 18 seconds. Now you can burn this stuff, okay? You can burn it, and then once it's burned, it's rendered useless. But until you do burn it, or until if you do burn it, but until you do, you can reheat this stuff over and over and over and over and remold it as many times as you want to, as long as you don't burn it. I love this stuff. It's great stuff. So, I mean, I want to start from scratch, but I'm gonna add some color to this one later because this already glows in the dark. It has all the goodies in it. All right, here we go. There's your, now that's how running when it's just steam coming off. It's hot. It's really, really hot. Okay, be careful when you're holding this. See how runny that is? All right, here we go. That's warm. All right, now we'll pour this in this mold. Sorry, here it is. All right. See, I'm pouring this into the mold here. Pour it all the way up to almost all the way up to the top of the hopper. If you pour it all the way up to the top, then it's gonna overflow when you push this in. So I push this in a little bit, and then I raise it vertical. All the air bubbles come out. See, I can see a big fat air bubble in there right there. I push it up into the tail. So now everything that's leaching up in there is excess. So that's what that looks like. And I'll let them air dry or air cool. I mean, I guess you could run them under the if you're in a hurry. I guess you could run them under the faucet, the cold water under the faucet. But Why? Why rush it, dude? So, yeah, so that one's purple right there, which is different from the pink that I made earlier. Well, it doesn't matter. I guess it matters. It depends on how many drops of purple. That's about 4 drops of purple right there, and a quarter cup of plastisol. So, all right, we're gonna let this cool down here a second. And then I'll unpause this, replay it, whatever, and then we'll open it back up. Yeah. All right, it's cooled enough. I accidentally pressed the stop button. It's cooled enough. So I'm gonna pull this plunger out here. Now this is still warm, but it's cool enough. It's gonna pull off here. So I pull these little brackets off the side and set these to the side. First time you use these brackets, they're on there good, but every time after that, you know, they work out okay. So I usually do this the other way because I'm kind of semi-left-handed now, but this is gonna pull right off of there, and that's gonna pull right off. Well, usually typically it would. So anyway, that's gonna work right like that. Isn't that nice? Here we go. That's better. Stuff out of the way. So that's what that looks like. So then you pull all this. I think they call this stuff flashing. You pull all this cut all the flashing off and all the excess bits, like this. See, now this. I mean, it's warm to touch, but then you take the stuff and you just put it. I just take the excess, put it on back in there. So that's well. I gotta cut this part off. It just pulls off okay, easy enough. So. Now my hand's a little oily now because of the thing, because of the vegetable oil, but that's what it looks like. So that's I got some other molds, but that's this little fluttery worm mold. I'm sure it's got a name, but I don't know it. Anyway, that's that one. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, I hope you liked it. All this stuff, I believe my mom got this stuff on Amazon. This is not an advertisement, but you can look for a lure making kit. You know, this stuff, plastisol lure making kit on Amazon, and and they're fun to do, man. And then they start off with the things that you start off with, and then you if you like it, you build from there, and you keep on going like I am. And if you don't, then it's not your thing, and it's not your thing, and you go to somewhere else. So, All right, here we go. So these are the ones you just watched me make. I'll hold them up to the light here. Sun will do. They don't do so well on cloudy days, but who among us does, right? Yeah, all these up to the light here real quick, and this is what they look like when you shut that off. Pretty sweet, yeah. They're fun to make, and then you just flip it on, and pink again. Nice, right? Cool. Well, it's a lot of fun to do. School creepers. Anyway, hey, I hope you like this. If you did, subscribe to the channel, and like it and everything like that. We're trying to do something here, and hopefully you got something out of it. Sure do hope you have a good day. People don't think nature be like it is, but it's you.